From Fox 55 Sports, Sports Director Justin Prince, Maggie Castraba, with the area's most local sports. This is The Locker Room.
And with that, we say good evening to you all. Welcome inside the locker room. You know her. She's Maggie Castraba. My name is Justin Prince. Thank you so much for making us a part of your Friday nights. And it is a bittersweet Friday night here at Fox 55 as we officially close the book on the 2023-2024 high school sports year, Maggie.
Yeah, Justin, golf put a bow on the sports seasons for us earlier this week. Shout out to all our golfers who were down at Prairie View Tuesday and Wednesday. But before we officially wrap things up, let's take some time to look back on the year that was.
Yeah, it's become a bit of a tradition here to wrap up the school year with the Fox 55 top 10 teams of the year. And what a year it was. We had state champs, improbable playoff runs, much, much more. And although we had plenty of teams that could have made the cuts, only 10 made the final list. So let's get this thing started, shall we, Maggie?
Oh, yeah. We'll start things out at number 10, and we couldn't decide, so it's a tie. Leo and Canterbury girls soccer both had stellar postseason runs once again this past fall. The Cavaliers turned around a tough regular season to make it to the Class 1A state title game, where they fell to Park Tudor for the second straight year, 1-0. The Purple Pride also advanced to the Class 2A state title game for the second consecutive season, and just like in 2022, the Lions fell in the state title game. Leo also lost 1-0 to Guerin Catholic to finish as state runner-up for the second straight year.
All right, we head up the volleyball court for our number 9 team of the school year. Belmont, once again, dominant all season long. The Braves advanced on to the Class 3A state title game for a third consecutive season and the fourth time in 5 years. However, just like the previous 2 times and the previous time before that, they were unable to bring home a blue ring. Belmont fell in a rematch of the 2022 title game to Providence, 3-1 to finish as Class 3A runner-ups for a third straight year and the fourth time in those 5 seasons. Belmont wrapped up another fantastic season, 34-3 overall, with an NEA title to go along with their state runner-up finish.
And staying in the NEA for our number 8 team, it's the Norwell girls basketball team. The Knights were one of the best in the area and the state all season long, eventually advancing all the way to the Class 3A state title game. Norwell got in a big hole early, but nearly clawed their way all the way back and even had a chance to tie things up at the buzzer. But the Kennedy Healing shot would go begging. Norwell would end up falling 63-60 to finish as Class 3A state runner-ups, finishing out the year 23-5 overall with every championship they could win except for the state title.
All right, jumping to the gridiron for our number 7 team of the season, and what a year it was for the Adams Central football team, man. Michael Mosier's squad went out, proved they were the cream of the crop once again in Northeast Indiana. The Jets rolled through a perfect regular season before advancing all the way to the Class 1A state finals once again, where for the third straight season, they could not overcome Indianapolis Lutheran. The Saints edged the Jets 35-28 in what was perhaps maybe the best of those 3 matchups from the past 3 seasons. AC wrapped the year 14-1 overall Class 1A state runner-ups for a third straight time.
And in at number 6, it's Homestead Girls Cross Country. Sparty doing something that no other Homestead Girls Cross Country team had ever done. That is win an IHSAA state championship. Led by senior Addison Canablo's 4th place finish, the Spartans racked up 118 points, edging Concordia, who finished second with 115. 4 Spartan runners finished in the top 45 of runners who qualified with a team to help Sparty win the team title.
All right, moving into our top 5 now for our top 5 teams of the 2023-24 school year. We hit the hardwood with the Bishop Lewis girls. Mark Pixley's squad quietly had an outstanding season this past winter. The Knights finished 20-6 overall, advanced all the way to the Class 2A state title game. Now, Lewis dug themselves an early hole in the first half, but an outstanding second half, led by sophomore Miley Waring's game-high 17 points, pushed the Knights past Brownstown Central and to the Class 2A state crown. The state championship, the 7th in program history for the Knights, which ties the state record.
It's honestly just really cool and surreal. Just I grew up in the Lures community, and so just growing up around that and the like winning tradition that they have, it's awesome. And this past week we had fellow past state championship winners, and that just kind of when they came in and talked to us, it just really like hit me that like, all right, like we need one now. So we went out and got it.
We talk about the tradition, but, you know, drought or not a drought, you know, there's so much rich history there that, you know, we just wanted to get our names with those past teams.
And staying on the basketball court for number 4, it's the Canterbury boys basketball team. The Cavaliers rebounded from a 2-7 start to advance all the way to the Class 1A state title game. The Cavaliers jumped out to an early lead and never looked back in their game against Bethesda Christian. John Parent put up a game-high 22 points to help lead Canterbury to a 48-41 victory over the Patriots, earning the Cavaliers their first ever boys basketball state championship.
It means a lot. No one really ever thought of us as a great basketball team up until now.
You know, everybody's been sleeping on this team for so long, you know, just to come here and prove everybody wrong. It's just a great feeling.
Just to know that this is something that no one can take away from these guys, it just does my heart good. And to cap it off with something like this is just, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I can't even put it to words.
Yeah, going into Canterbury and making history for your only year there, I mean, it's just like a dream come true. So we're really blessed and we're really excited to have this.
All right, to the volleyball court for our number 3 team of the school year. It's the Southwood Knights. Tom Finnacle's squad made some history in the halls of Southwood. They advanced to the Class 1A state title game for the first time since 2014, and despite dropping the first set against top-ranked Tecumseh, they rallied to win the next 3 and bring home the Class 1A state crown. It's the first volleyball state title in program history, just the second ever state championship in Southwood school history.
I have no words. I'm so stoked. I'm on the verge of tears. I'm so proud of these girls and our team, and I'm so stoked right now.
We came out, and I think nerves were definitely a factor in that first set, and we just went back there and said, this isn't us, but we need to play our game, and we need to show everyone that we're better than this, and I think we did. And like Finn always says, if you get punched in the mouth, you got to punch back. You can't just sit down and take it.
I knew we'd be a little nervous, but our kids just recovered so well, and I mean, we talked them off the ledge in the middle of the set, our first set, got them a little calmer. The second set, they came out and played a little give and take, and just rolled. I mean, I thought we just played really well. We found ways to counter runs by them, so it's incredible. It's a great feeling. That's all I can tell you. It's a great feeling.
Well, back to the football field we go for our number 2 team, and what a year it was for Bishop Luers sports. Girls basketball brought home state title number 7, while football brought home state championship number 12, and they did so in dominant fashion. The Knights rolled past North Posey 40-3 to bring home the Class 2A state title. The state crown is the first for the historically dominant Luers since 2012, and they wrap up the year with an overall record of 12-3.
It means a lot to us. I know our seniors sat down at the beginning of the year and talked about what do we want to do with this year, and we all came to say, like, we want to win a state championship. We want to bring back the winning tradition, and we got to bring it back to the football team, but also the Lewis community and everyone, like all the students and all the teachers.
You know, this has been a community-wide goal, especially here at Bishop Luers for the last 4 years. And, you know, the last 4 years we were working hard, and we've been trying to accomplish that, and we knew we could do it. It was a matter of time. And, you know, to do it as the seniors, you know, a lot of people don't do it at all. So I just think it's, you know, it's just the greatest way to end my high school football career.
I'm going to go out a winner, and that's what we strive for. You know, getting that state championship, you know, every goal, every little thing, you know, we accomplished it this year. And it just, to see all the trophies now around it just feels good.
It's been a long time, you know what I'm saying? But this is good as just any other one that they won. You know what I'm saying? This is the 12th. There's many more to come. But for now, we celebrate, you know. It's a great day.
All right, and just like that, it brings us to our number 1 team in our countdown. We told you Lures only lost 3 games this past year. One of those 3 was to the Snyder Panthers. The Panthers, also one of the few teams to play on the final day of the high school football season this past fall. And just like Lures, they left no doubt in the Class 5A state title game. Uriah Buchanan ran wild on Decatur Central, and the Panthers took care of business 33-6 to bring home the 5A state championship. It's the 3rd state football title in Snyder's storied history, and their first for the program since 2015.
They accomplished something that nobody can ever take away from them. You can't go out and buy it. It was truly earned, and it's something that they'll remember forever.
I remember the work we put in, because the work we put in wasn't easy. It wasn't just a brush off the shoulder, so we had to come in here and do all the work we needed to do.
It's everything we've been working towards since freshman year. You finally have it. It's a blessing, honestly.
When we lost last year, we definitely all was hungry, but we knew like we could get back here, and we know what it takes now. So we just worked in the weight room the whole offseason, and since the beginning of the season, we knew it was one thing on our mind: get to state, and then not just get to state, win state, and we accomplished our goal. So it feels great.
It's real special to be able to have a senior class that I can say, we're the 3rd team to make history at Snyder High School, with my brothers and things like that, so it's very special.
It feels great knowing you win, but you sad at the same time knowing it's your last game. Like, you still want to play more. But it actually feels good. Only 3 teams get to do it, and it's very unique, so it feels great.
All right, so there you have it. Our top 10 teams of the 2023-2024 high school sports year. If you missed it, we're going to have a full recap for you online. And Maggie, it was certainly a fun year. I know you got here a little late.
Yes.
But let me tell you, it was a fun season.
Oh, it sure looked like it, Justin. Congrats again to all of our teams on fantastic season, and congrats to all of our individual state championships teams this year as well.
Yeah, we've got plenty of individual state champs as well. We've got all of that information online as well. We're already looking forward to the start of the next school year. And Maggie, only 70 days until our first high school football Friday.